Hey there guys, S2 Clan Neo bringing you a Legacy Dredge Deck. Basically wanted to show you this game to show you how powerful a Dredge Deck can be and how quick it can be. This is as close to perfect as you can get, if not perfect. A couple of things real quick. I do make a couple of mistakes in this game. It was only a couple hours after actually building this deck that I started playing with it and recorded this video, so I'll point those mistakes out as we go along. But checking out the starting hand here, I don't have any 1-drops. I don't have a Putrid Imp or anything that I can ditch cards to the graveyard. I do have a couple of Careful Studies and some blue mana. So hopefully I can draw into like another land and like a Putrid Imp or something of that nature. So I end up go ahead and keep the hand. I am on the draw, so let's see what happens here. My opponent plays a mountain and passes the turn. I do pick up a Gemstone Mine, which is going to lead me to some other colored mana, which is awesome. I go ahead and play a Colosseum and Careful Study into a City of Brass and a Putrid Imp, which is exactly what I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and pitch the Golgari and the Dread Return to the graveyard for the Careful Study, and then pass the turn here. My opponent plays a Swamp and passes a turn. What I'm going to do here is go ahead and dredge the Golgari to kind of fill the graveyard up a bit. I do get a Bridge and a Cabal Therapy, which is pretty good. We're in the right direction here. Gonna go ahead and play the Putrid Imp, and here's when I make the first mistake. I'm gonna Careful Study again. I should have pitched the Golgari to the graveyard using the Putrid Imp. Would have had 2 Golgaris in my graveyard. I could have dredged 12 cards. I didn't. I went ahead and played the Careful Study, and I dredged a Golgari first, and I actually dredged into some Narcomoebas, and then I also dredged the Stinkweed Imp that I have in the graveyard, and discard both the Golgaris to the Careful Study. Put the Narcomoebas on the battlefield here. And basically what I'm looking at here is I've got a Cabal Therapy. I have 2 bridges in my graveyard. So things are looking pretty good here. My opponent plays another land. He plays a Goblin Shaman here, which isn't really anything that I need to worry about. He passes the turn. I go ahead and discard the Stinkweed Imp using the Putrid Imp at the end of the turn, and I dredge one of the Golgaris back, and I dredge into, let's see here, another Cabal Therapy, and I have still 2 bridges. I'm going to go ahead and Breakthrough. Now the idea behind this was to break through for 1 so I could keep the second Breakthrough in my hand in case I needed to dredge more cards. Turns out that wasn't the case, which is mistake 2, and then mistake 3 was me not ditching the other Golgari in my hand, which isn't that big of a deal. I've already got 2 in the graveyard. So I break through for 1, and I'm going to dredge into 2 Narcomoebas with a bunch of cards in my graveyard. And here's what happens. 2 Narcomoebas go on the table. Now I have, again, more Cabal Therapies. I have 1, 2, and 3 bridges in my graveyard here. What I'm going to do is go ahead and pitch the Breakthrough to the Putrid Imp, because I do only have 4 cards in my graveyard, and I don't want to end this game. gonna swing for 4 here, and he can't block. I don't have to worry about losing the bridges. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and play one of the Dread Returns in my graveyard. I'm going to pitch the 3 tapped creatures, and I'm going to get a lot of zombie tokens here. And I'm going to bring back a Golgari. So basically this is what happens. I end up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 zombie tokens and a very big Golgari Grave Troll on the battlefield. Also, with my opponent having 5 cards in my hand, I'm going to go ahead and start playing the Cabal Therapies to see what he has and get rid of any type of disruption that he might have. And at this point, he goes ahead and concedes the game. So yeah, basically just wanted to show you how fast and how powerful this deck is, or can be. It's very, very quick, and anybody that wanted to actually see the power behind the deck, this would be an awesome video. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next Dredge video. Thanks for watching.